Hello, we have a code for this 2007 Toyota Sienna. It is P0793, which is mean that this transmission speed sensor number 1, the blue one, is faulty. So if you get this code, automatically you will get two other codes. They are related to the traction control system and stability control. So if you have that code, check engine soon, and you get other codes. Don't worry, once you fix this thing, and all the codes will disappear. So this is the part number. These are the tools you need to do the work. It's 10 millimeter. 12 millimeter to remove this bolt. The rest of the work will be with a 10 millimeter to remove the air box. As you can see, we removed the air box to get an access and to the sensor, and it's located right here. If you see the hole here, right just by the starter. Here's the starter, and you see this hole here. I'm pointing to the hole here. This was extracted from this hole. But before you do the work, you need to check the socket. Looks like the socket is okay now. Nothing wrong with it. It's not chewed by a rat or a squirrel. And you need to be really careful when you try to remove this. You have to press it here. And just be patient. Give yourself some time. You don't want to rip this off. If you damage this, it's going to be a different story. So anyway, this is the sensor, the old one. This is the new one. And I got it from the dealership, my local dealership. It cost me $100, but if you buy it unbranded, or you can get it from Rock Auto for around $50 plus shipping. It's ASIN, that's the brand, that's the manufacturer who made this part. And I really didn't want to wait for a couple of days for Rock Auto to send it to me, so I just drove to the local dealer and grabbed it. It's $95 plus tax. And I really, for transmission, I don't want to deal with aftermarket sensors. So, if you have a reader, you're going to read the code, and it's going to say here, P0793, intermediate shaft speed sensor A, circuit no signal. So, we're going to fit it right now, and after that we're going to clear the code and see what's going on. Okay. So you try to be careful. As I said, here's the starter here. It is the one next to the starter that's on top. It's not the one on the side. It's because of the code that we got. So trying to be careful. It's right there. I know some people can do it without removing the airbox, but really it's what the heck. I mean, why bother? Just remove the airbox and give yourself some clearance, enough space to work with. Alright. Okay, as you can see here, I'm using a mirror to make sure that the sensor is seated all the way in. Yeah, you don't want to apply the screw, and I mean for the screw while it's not seated. You have to make sure it has seated 100% on all sides. I've used some WD-40 on the rubber O-ring just to help it fit. Okay. Yep, I think it's yeah. Just moving it, make sure it's yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna apply the socket now. We're gonna just make sure it is seated all the way in, and then we can put the screw now. Okay, now we're going to apply the 12mm ratchet here. Don't go crazy about it, it's just a plastic. See, just use your common sense. Okay. Alright. I'm going to plug it. As I said before, I checked the wires is okay, I mean, I'm gonna alright, it clicked, and now I'm gonna put everything together, the airbox and the rest of the stuff. Okay, since I'm here, I want to mention something that there is another sensor that you can see here. Okay, I want to try to show it to you. I'll try to point with my finger. This is the other socket and sensor. It is on the transmission, but it's not for the code that we mentioned. This, if this goes bad, it's going to throw another code. So this is the one to the front of the other one, while this is the black one. Yep. So today we have changed the blue one because it is the one that throw the code that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So just show you again. Okay, this one's the black, but if you look at the starter, today we have changed the blue one there. That's next to the starter. Here's the starter. After installing the sensor, the first thing we put back is this bracket, the metal bracket. It has two screws. They're 10mm. That's this one that holds the air filter box. So it has only two screws from here, and the third one is going to be put here from inside the inside of the airbox. As you see here, I put the bottom part of the airbox. There are three screws here, 10mm, 1, 2, 3. Also, don't tie them before you make sure that everything is well connected, especially this part. You may also, remove these just to give yourself, enough room to wiggle. And again, if this one doesn't want to fit, just try to wiggle this one, these two. Try to make it, to adjust it to match the hole here. So far, the bottom box is installed. Next step, we're going to put the filter and the filter cover and attach this accordion thing and the mass airflow sensor socket, and of course these 4 or 5 little hoses. Okay, and then we're going to put the battery, and we'll go from there and start the car and see what's going on.